Good morning. How you doing today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your daily energy check-in. This one right here is going to be for Saturday, August 23rd, and this particular reading here will be for my Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. We're going to start today at Aries. So this one here is for my Aries. Aries. No, here we go. All right, Aries, what you got for today? Let's see. We got Aries, Aries, Aries. Here we go. We're looking at 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, Aries. So the focus is on, it's either on a higher level soulmate or it's on a predestined situation that you're taking a part in, or both, right? 6 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. This feels more like a situation that was intended to happen. It's like a, I don't know, for lack of a better way to put it, almost like a test, right? To see if you've learned how to realize which things are gonna better serve you, which things are not good for you, which things, that kind of stuff, right? That's how this feels to me. It feels like you're being put through some kind of test. 6 of Wands on one side, 2 of Pentacles on the other. I feel like this has something to do with you getting a sense of recognition or having a group of people rally around you, right? What happens when that group of people rallies around you for the wrong reason, or they want the wrong outcome? You know, do you have the inner knowing to know when that's happening, and so you can say, no, 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 you guys are wrong, and take the right road? Or do you go with the flow and follow the wrong road? That's the kind of, that. So I guess you call this peer pressure, right? That's the way this kind of feels. That is what I'm getting off these 3 cards. So it feels like you're put into a situation to see if you can stand up for what's right, and do you know what's right? You know what I'm saying? Which direction is truly the right way to go? But you may have that mastered, but can you take that way, right? Can you stand up for what you're supposed to? Is how this feels to me. I don't know why that's what I'm getting off these 3 cards, but that's what I'm getting here. With the 2 of Pentacles, there's a sense of imbalance, right? Because either you have to take the hard road and be like, nah, sorry guys, I'm going to go with what's right. And then, you know, or you have to go with those people and then now you're in the wrong. So that is what I see as today's dilemma. I think you can ace it. So there you go. I think it'll be a great day then. That's how I see it. Okay, from there we're going to go to Taurus. Let's see what Taurus is. What Taurus has, not what Taurus is. All right, Taurus, what you got for today? I have to use this deck every day because I can't find the darn box. I lost the box to this deck of cards. All right, here we go. Sorry. Taurus, I don't know why I wanted to share that. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. That's what happened though. Okay, Taurus, we're looking at 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Tower. Okay, 6 of Wands, huh? Well, you are also dealing with a sense of public recognition or something. People are talking, aren't they? 4 of Pentacles and the Tower. The talk they have for you, though, this is a different direction. I'm not so sure that you are happy with the recognition that you're receiving right now. It's like you do everything right, you mess up one darn thing, and that's the only thing everybody wants to talk about, right? They want to recognize you for that. There's something here about the recognition you're getting being, either it's for something that you just assume everybody would forget about. You know, it's like it was a misstep. It's kind of like you tripped and fell and somebody recorded it. Now they're going to put it on YouTube. That's the video that goes viral. That's the kind of feeling I get for this. Because it feels like the Tower is superficial. This Tower feels like it's very superficial. Like it's very surface level, the Tower that's falling here. And with the 4 of Pentacles, this is you trying to figure out how to let go of the feeling that you have towards this whole situation. In reality, if you could figure out how to find humor in it and laugh at the situation, whatever it is, if you could figure out how to alchemize this and somehow turn it into, ha ha ha, you're right, that was funny, you know, and move on, it would probably not be that big of a deal. And by tomorrow, gone. But that doesn't feel like the way that that's not the way it's hitting you. You know what I'm saying? So maybe hearing this will help you to know that, you know what I'm saying, you need to try to let it roll off of you, and then you will be fine. I mean, by tomorrow, nobody will remember. But if you let this hit you wrong, then it's like you make it into a bigger deal than what it is. Yeah. It's not like you did anything wrong. This feels like it was something silly, like a slip up or, you know, I don't know. Maybe you went to work and your pantyhose were out, you know, your dress was tucked up in your pantyhose and somebody took pictures. I don't know, something stupid like that. But it's just how much you give it is how big it's going to be. Did that make sense? sense? I hope so. Okay, around the corner we go. Now we're up to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Hey, get in there. Aquarius. That was one of the worst shuffles I ever did. Especially with this deck. It's usually a good deck. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what you got, Aquarius. Oh. We got Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay. What you got today? We've got the Magician, Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, there you go. Pivotal day, huh? What do we have? In the center, we've got Judgment. Magician on one side, Wheel of Fortune on the other. Okay, so this feels as though Judgment is being called on you for some reason. That's how it feels to me. No matter what happens today, okay? Just take a deep breath, count to 5, and realize that in the grand scheme of things, in the big picture, not today's little picture, but in the big picture, this is all happening for you, okay? It's not happening to you. But today, if Judgment's called on you, it looks like you are, you're upset. You're upset. The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like Judgment being called on you causes you to go into somewhat of a negative manifestation type deal, you know? Like you are mad. You're mad. Judgment's called on you, and I feel like it's fairly unjust, okay? Whatever this judgment is being called on you for, it's petty, and it's somebody being petty. It's somebody, yeah. But by it happening, you are now aware of who this petty person is. And so maybe that's what the whole deal was here. So now you know who that person is, and it gives you the ability to defend yourself against this person in the future. This is something insignificant, right? Okay, Judgment's being called on something insignificant so that you will have a better defense mechanism towards this person in the future when it comes to something major, is what I get in my mind. But you've got to watch this negative, revengeful type manifestation deal I feel like you go into after this happens, because you know who called judgment on you instantly. You understand where this comes from the minute it happens. So, and you go into this Scorpio type mode, even though I know you're an Aquarius. Don't do that, okay? Because you're going to rack up bad karma that you don't need. It's not that big of a deal. That seems to be the overriding thing today. It's really not that big of a deal for all y'all. It's just, these are little things, but it's, you have to deal with it. You have to let it roll off your back like a duck. Okay, or something, right? Ducks let the water roll off their back. I don't know. Maybe I got the saying wrong. Okay, let's go on. Here we go to Pisces. Pisces. All right, Pisces, what you got for today? Pisces, 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 Pisces. What do we got for you? Okay, the Sun. That's good. 7 of Swords. We can do that. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So what do we got? 7 of Swords is the focus, huh? Okay, so for me right now, this feels like you are having an issue here with trust in general, I feel like. But more than anything, you're acting very strategically. There's something that you want. You're standing in the 9 of Pentacles, so you are very independent right now, okay? And you have definitely had the light shone down on things that have been kept from you here recently. So not like today, but I mean in the recent past year, you know, you've come into knowing things that some of them you didn't want to know, whatever. You know what's going on around you right this second, okay? You have the gist. And you're acting very strategically. I don't know why. For you, I'm getting that you're trying to get even with somebody too. You're doing great in this 9 of Pentacles. I mean, you're standing in your power, okay? But somebody has, you know, somebody wasn't being very fair to you here in the recent past, and you've realized that now. I feel like you are moving forward strategically. You're trying to gain some kind of revenge too. I don't know. I get it. But just be mindful. Let Spirit do the revenge part, and you just sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Don't get involved, because then you get the bad karma. You don't want that. Okay, just breathe through it. Get some popcorn. Watch the show. Watch whatever Spirit does, but don't get too involved in trying to make it happen yourself. Okay? That's what I got for today. All right, y'all. There you go. That was for you four. No matter what the cards say, make it a great day, and I'll be back to do this again tomorrow. That's it. Thanks. Thank you for everything. I appreciate every one of you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.